Thanks, I do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the highly informative but not very entertaining series of math lessons. However, I hope you can use these when you're at home and you're like, wait, how the heck did you do that thing? What did we do in class? I hope you realize I have done my hair up very special for the event. I'm sure that you noticed. I know Dakota noticed. She was like, nice hair, Mr. Ewart, this morning. Anyhow, let's get going on. So today we're going to talk about integers. I'm going to direct you over to the screen here because I'm going to put us up on camera. The first thing I asked you, and just on the screen is good, you don't need me. The first thing I asked you to do was I said, can you please represent the number 3 in any way that you can? And I'm very pleased to see that many of you did that. Is that the number 3?
Yeah.
Is that reasonable? Do we all get that's 3? Okay. What number is that?
That's 3. It's 3.
I like that I heard 5. There are 5 tiles on the desk, are there not?
Yeah.
There are. But this is going to be our positive tile. Let me adjust my video. This is our negative tile. Positive and a negative. That's 3. That's 3. Is that 3?
Yeah.
Am I changing it at all by doing positive, negative? No, I am not changing it 1 inch. Positives, negatives. All around you in the air. Everywhere in this universe there are positive ions and negative ions. For every positive, there is a negative. For every up, there is a down. The entire universe thrives on this as far as we understand, and math is no different. Math is a language that describes what we observe in the scientific world. That's all it is. Thousands of years ago, men dressed in clothes that looked like bed sheets would scratch in the sand and make all these symbols and shapes, and all they were doing was trying to explain what they were seeing in the world. Math is a scientific language to explain what we see in the world. But these ions are everywhere. I am currently me. I am a sum of all my parts. But imagine there was a me and an anti-me standing right here. And another me and an anti-me standing here. We now have a building of integers. Now I want to show you something a little bit complicated. I'm going to write something on the board. And I want you to write that question on your board, and I want to give an answer. So, get your boards ready. Should we start easy?
Hard.
You want hard? Oh.
Really hard.
Really hard, eh? Okay, I'm going to throw a hard one on the board, and we're going to come back to it, okay? Here we go. Don't put this one on your board yet. We'll come back to that one. Can you take a look at that quick? Is it on your screen?
Yep.
Okay. Let's get to an easy one now. Here we go. Waiting for that marker to be in your hand. All right. Okay, here we go. Really hard. Who's got it on their board already? Come on. Show me. Show me. All right. Coda's got it nice. Landon, you got the answer? Okay, I want the answer there. Equals what? Equals 5. You got it. All right. I hope that wasn't hard. If it was hard, we got to go way back in our review. Okay, here, let's move forward. So, we got 4 plus 1 equals 5. Is that fair? Okay.
What if the answer is the other one?
I want you to write this. Don't write the answer yet. Can you look at my board for a second? Who's got the question down? Okay. I have 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plus -1. Plus -1. Call it out. What's my answer?
3.
3. All right, so we've got 3. Perfect, perfect. Let's see if we can make this a little more difficult though now, shall we? Note the difference. 4 minus negative 1. 4 minus negative 1. Show me the answer on your board if you think you know. If you think you know, I want it on your board and you lift it up. Hold it up high. 4 minus negative 1. Grade 7s. Look around some of these grade 8 boards. And look at Brandon's too, because that kid's smart. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. All right. Take a look at my screen, please. Have I integer tiles? How many are these worth? Call it out.
I can't see anything.
What's the value? Call it out. What's this value you see right on the screen?
3.
3. Now that says 4 minus negative 1. So let's start with our 4. Okay, 4 minus negative 1. I don't have a negative 1 to take away. Is this also 4? Is that 4? That is 4. Minus negative 1. What is 4 minus negative 1 equal?
5.
Call it again.
5.
Got it. 4 minus negative 1. Now this is a little tricky. 4 minus negative 1, but how do you minus a negative number? I'll show you how you minus a negative number. I was uptown the other day. I wanted a coffee. Didn't have any money on me. I'd forgotten my money at home. So Jimmy comes up and he says, hey, I'll get you a coffee. And I'm like, okay, but I owe you $1, man. I owe you $1. I'm in debt to you $1. And then I see Jimmy the next day. And I got $4 in my pocket. And I'm like, hey, Jimmy, I got that $1 out of you. Remember I was minus $1. I have $4, but I'm in debt $1. And Jimmy goes, yeah, man, don't worry about that $1. We're cool, man. He minused my debt, didn't he? He took my debt away. I had $1 debt. What I had was this. Oops, I almost used a permanent marker on the board. I had $4 plus $1 debt when I went uptown this morning. I had $4 in my pocket, but I owed Jimmy $1. So really, what was my value at the time if I had $4 but I owed him $1?
3.
And my value was 3. But then Jimmy said, hey, don't worry about it, man. I don't need that $1. It's cool. I just wanted to buy you a coffee the other day. Wait a minute, wait. So I have $4, and now Jimmy just minus my debt of $1. What was my total value then?
4.
I had $4, but I also scored that buck the other day from him. That's a total value of $5. Because I had $4, and then he minused my debt. What's our time on the camera? How long we've been running?
Almost 9 minutes.
Almost 9 minutes. We got 6 minutes to wrap this puppy up then. All right, please open your book to, I think it's page 52, but let me double check that. That's for the 7s. 7s, page 52. All right. We're going to split this up a little bit. Now, grade 8s, you don't have a grade 7 textbook in front of you for this review. But you can see page 52 up on the screen, all fancy schmancy. Integers. Great way to think of integers is temperature. And that's one of the first things it talks about. Minus 58 plus 34. Are we in the plus or the minus temperatures right now in fall? We're in the plus. Do you ever notice sometimes grandma or mom or dad or your neighbors, they put the burlap sacks on some of their plants or their cedar trees? Do you ever see that?
Yeah.
The brown cheesecloth looking stuff? Why do they do that? Why do they do that?
Warm, right?
Keep it a little bit warm, yeah? And you're trying to preserve the heat around the plant. Also in winter, I know the sun can reflect and start to fry the cedars. That's what happened to mine. I have to replant next year. But the reason is it's going to go into a minus temperature that night. There's a frost warning. And if there's a frost warning, you want to protect your plants. Well, a frost warning is like this. I've got 0 degrees, and there's plus, and there's minus. This is like a hot summer sunny day. This is about where we are now. This is where your refrigerator is at, and this is where your freezer is at. And this is you in January when you just don't want to get out of bed anymore. Those are the negative temperatures. Now, integers are often related to this because here's our tiles, just like we represented, so I'm going to skip right on past there. We often talk about temperatures going up and down, and that's where you have the positive and the negative. Now, this is where we're talking about integer tiles and drawing pictures, which we've already done. And here it says, this is 5. Remember us doing that just a couple minutes ago on my desk? Is this the same or different? That's the same. Positive, negative cancels right out. It's just like if Jimmy came up to me and said, hey, here's $1 for you. Psych. Gave it and took it away. Well, I didn't get anywhere. I had $5 and then Jimmy was a jerk and he went, hey, you want $1? Nope. Still $5. It's the same thing. Well, except now I kind of want to punch Jimmy, but other than that. Now I really want to punch Jimmy. He did it like 6 times. I still have only $5 though. And a real jerk for a friend. Okay? But it's the same thing. So here it says, use colored tiles to model -4 in 3 different ways. This is -4. This is -4. This is -4. It's kind of like saying 0 plus 0 plus 0 plus 0 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Or 0 plus 0 minus 1, 2, 3, 4. Practice. We're going to do the portion of the lesson. Are you ready? I want to see your bobbing head. Well, let me know. Could I write what number that is? Yeah or no? Okay. Could you draw integer tiles that mean -6? Could you draw -6 with integer tiles?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like that little dog on the dashboard. Yeah. All right. Grade 7s, I think you're ready to launch on this. This is an introductory. It's going to be pretty straightforward. For the most part, you're just going to be drawing integer tiles. However, before you do it, I want to let you know this. Here's how we're going to draw the tiles. If you want, you can do yellow and red. Get a highlighter and a red pen. Or if you want, I don't know if you can see that on the video. Open circle is a positive. Filled-in circle is negative. Okay? So open circle, I just represented 1. Now I represented 2. What number is that? Still 2. It's like $1, psych, $1, psych. Still got the $2 though. Alright? Grade 7s, I hope you're ready to begin this lesson. Feel free to review videos online. This is also posted on Etsy, and I'll show you that shortly after the video. Grade 8s, most weeks we'll do a quick review like this. I'll often only have you for half the lesson, and then I'll cut you loose, and then we switch to the grade 8 lesson.